1, 2, little poke. That was the worst of it.
I don't feel any discomfort.
And by the way, we finished your surgery.
Oh my God, you're kidding me.
I didn't need to have any blood tests done. I didn't need to have the chest x-ray done.
No tests.
I ate before the surgery. I ate directly after the surgery. Like I said, I was not nauseated whatsoever. Zero pain before, during, and after the surgery. That was fantastic. Why anybody would want to go into a hospital and actually subject themselves to a pilot test and everything for no reason just makes no sense to me. This is a painless operation. It takes an hour and 15 minutes to do, and then you're back to your daily routine afterwards. The way I was positioned on the bed, I could see my hand, but I couldn't see any blood. I could see them actually working in my hand, but I couldn't feel anything. So you can't get better than that.
I am so glad that I was allowed myself to have the wide awake surgery. I was very fearful of it. I always felt that being out cold was the best. I couldn't imagine being awake and having somebody, operate on me while I was awake. And I really hate needles, just despise them. This needle was nothing, absolutely nothing. I kind of pressed on my hand 3 times, and then you put the needle in, and it wasn't uncomfortable. And then in a few seconds, it all went away, and there was absolutely no pain with the freezing. I was sure I wouldn't feel it, but I thought just the tugging and feeling my hand move would be upsetting, but it wasn't. It wasn't at all. I mean, we talked during it, there was music, not uncomfortable in any way. And I'm a believer, and one of the things I'm thankful for and appreciative of when other people now talk to me and they're facing this surgery, I can give them the benefit of my experience, so they don't have to be up at 4:20 in the morning.
I could hardly believe it, how fast it was. Not even a twinge, no discomfort whatsoever. I mean, I don't want an anesthetic unless I have to have it. Well, because it's the anesthetic that gives you the problems in the recovery period, much more so than whatever it is you had the operation for. But today was nothing. Wide awake, no problem.
But no, I did not have to go in for tests, as opposed to waiting in line and having tests and then going back another day for surgery. I had to do none of that. No discomfort whatsoever. There's a tiny, tiny prick, which is not even worth mentioning. And then, that's all I felt. The surgery, I was told it took 10 minutes. The surgeon talked to me the whole time. His assistant was there as well. And when I say that, he explained to me what was going on, what he was doing, what I might expect, etc. And honestly, even though I was not in the least nervous, but at the same time, I found that very comforting. We were kind of in this together, and he was talking to me not like a stiff person, a medical person that was here, and I was the patient that he didn't relate to. They related to me so nicely and so comfortingly that it was a wonderful experience. I really actually enjoyed it. There was no pain, no discomfort whatsoever. I suppose the whole time I could have been here would have been, 45 minutes. Maybe an hour at the most. I had my own clothes on, and I knew to wear a blouse that we could just roll the sleeve up a bit. I didn't need intravenous. I had no tourniquet on my arm for 10 minutes. It was a non-event that way. Other than it was enjoyable. For one thing, when you're out, you're out. You have the wake-up period. A lot of people are sick. Then the drugs that they give you to stop you from being sick and for the pain and all the rest of it. There was none of that. None of that. And as I have said before, I found it very informative and very comforting that I was able to speak to the surgeon, to have him tell me what he was doing, what I should do, what I should not do afterward. I mean, that became the focus of my attention, not the surgery. It's crazy to say I was almost disappointed when it was over, because I really liked the surgeon, and we were having a nice conversation. It was very enjoyable, very informative too, though. It gave me all that information, and I could hyper-focus on that information at the time because I wasn't doing anything else. So I paid strict attention, took it to heart, did exactly what I was supposed to do, and I was amazed at how well it turned out.